revolution, my brothers and sisters.
Honorable Political Leader Mrs. Kamla Prasad-Bissessar, my UNC colleagues who are fighting in the battlefield, and you, our dear listeners, good evening and 2022 greetings to each and every one of you. You know, this evening as I stand here, when you look at yourself and you've grown, and then you look at other young persons, you feel very proud to know that they are starting just as you have started. And this evening, I want to say congratulations to Kimraj Sicharan, our UNC candidate for Debe South. And I must say, young man, you are on the right path set by our political leader, the Honorable Kamla Prasad-Bissessar. Join our club and you're on the right path to get to work. Friends all, as I get straight into business, this evening, I want to begin by telling you some words of one of my constituents who I met just this morning at the start of my office day in Chaguanas East. And he said to me with tears in his eyes, I used to do a lot when I played music. I worked taxi. Now I can only take 3 passengers. My bank account now has no savings because I have to send my children to school. He said to me, since this Rowley's administration took over this country, I just went downhill. He said to me, this Rowley administration has brought us to our knees, and I felt the pain for that gentleman this morning. And I sat on my desk and I said, but wait, this is the general view of many mothers and fathers in this country of Trinidad and Tobago who are struggling but trying to make ends meet. My friends, this evening as I share with you, I go straight into the status of mothers and fathers in this country. And I say, whilst mothers and fathers are struggling to live through each day, this government is with a stop sign everywhere. Stop baby grant, stop the food card, stop the green food hampers. Everything that could help citizens to get a meal is being axed by this PNM regime. As an MP, I can tell you, I am feeling the pain for my constituents. Every day, my Chaguanas East family and I, we are out trying to help in some small way. But every time I see Donna Cox on the newspaper, I get worried for our citizens. You know why? From greedy and not needy, this minister has moved to a big fear of millions going into the wrong hands from the food support program. Can you believe this? Minister Donna Cox is fearful that millions to help the needy may have gone into the wrong hands from the food support program. My friends, if as citizens you monitor the Parliament channel and you see the responses by Minister Donna Cox, for example, when she's answering questions, and for example, in the Standing Finance Committee, you, the citizens, will surely develop a fear that our Ministry of Social Development and Family Services might be in the wrong hands by having her as a minister. I want to share with you, earlier this month via social media, we all saw a memo from the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services informing employees of the suspension of the food support program. And I have it here with me. And it says subject matter, suspension of food support program. And I read for you, the Permanent Secretary by letter dated 16 December 2021 has directed that the food support program be suspended with immediate effect. Please note that the suspension is an interim measure to manage the expenditure and collate and review the information required to support the program. And listen to this. In this regard, all new applications must be placed on hold pending further instructions. In the interim, you are required to investigate all recipients of the food support who are also recipients of existing grants, meaning senior citizens pension, public assistance grants, disability grants, with a view to removing them from the food support effective February 2022. You know what that says to you as citizens? After food support, they are coming for all of your grants. Look out. Citizens, following that, Minister Donna Cox came to do some damage control and indicated to the population that the program is not suspended as stated in the memo, but will be under review. And the minister gave the following reasons for the review, and it's stated here in The Guardian. And I read and I quote, "It was also uncovered that many of the current card holders did not pass their means tests. Irregularities in the approval process, irregular transactions with the cards, and recipients having balances amounting to $6,000. Well, Minister Cox attempted to engage in some damage control, but we are saying to Minister Cox, these excuses will not work because the minister never addressed all of the issues stated in the memo publicly to state whether new applications will really be on hold, which in other words mean that the program is still suspended. And people are asking us, and my friends, I want to share with you, in reviewing the administrative reports of the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services from 2016 to present, you will see that the ministry has been reviewing the program continuously by the increased clients and the total number of clients for each year. So there's no need to undergo a review at this point in time and take such harsh measures against our citizens. And I want to share with you some statistics. In 2016, 2017, that fiscal year, 3,000 persons were removed from the food support program by this PNM government. My friends, the information being disclosed by the minister were not even listed. And when I say information, I mean those persons with irregularities, etc. These things were not even listed in the ministry's latest report under the food support program. What is clear from those reports we can tell you is that under this government, more and more persons are becoming vulnerable. But Donna Cox and the PNM, they have some serious questions to answer. As I said, these are the questions people are asking. And Minister Cox needs to come clear and state, really and truly, how long did the ministry place a hold on new applications for the food support program? Was it before December? Minister Cox needs to state what will happen to new applications for the food support program. And how many pending food support applications are now on hold pending your review of the food support program. We are asking the minister, why are you touching the food support program? This is a program which is assigned to by cases to officers under the Ministry of Social Development, the Social Welfare Division. This is a program which requires documentation to support information on means tests. This is a program which requires submissions to supervisors by the case officers for approval and final approval by the regional coordinators. All of these approvals and still irregularities. Minister Cox, the PNM, these these inefficiencies, and I pause to welcome our political leader, a strong woman, and I continue. These inefficiencies are hard to believe because people, because constituents, because applicants will tell you when they come to visit your offices as MPs. The social welfare office told me not approved because my bank statement proves that I have enough monies to sustain my home. So these irregularities are difficult, it's hard to believe. You have to ask, how is the PNM assessing poverty in this country? Food prices have been rising in the new year and even before that. Families who are in receipt of other grants, such as public assistance and disability, etc., may also be in need of food support. If you are speaking on social safety net and you are speaking on social investment, you will understand that these circumstances do occur. And I want to tell you, Hermitage Village families seeking to raise funds for cerebral palsy girl. Look at this fundraiser, buy a water. This is what disabled people have to do in this country. And you want to cut food support from those persons who are receiving disability grants. My friends, as I continue, I say to the minister, I say to the PNM, why are you being so harsh to the people you serve? Why are you holding a view to removing them from the program? We are saying to you that the only person you should probe, the only person the PNM government should probe when it comes to the food support program is Clarence Jacob, who signed blank food card forms. Imagine this gentleman approved food cards before an assessment. Imagine this gentleman approved food cards without documenting the case or situation. And you are coming to tell persons who are catching hell out here about irregularities. We are saying probe Clarence Jacob and do not interfere with our citizens who are depending on this food support program, given the challenges arising out of this pandemic. Donna Cox and the PNM, you have already failed us in the COVID-19 support by playing hide and seek with the payments of income support to applicants who have been waiting in vain. Speaking about income support, I want to share with you citizens, Minister Donna Cox reported on January 2nd, 2022, that her ministry would have spent $358 million to assist citizens affected by the pandemic in the last 2 years. Imagine the PNM. They have to use a 2020 report to report on 2021. Let me explain. In 2020, which was identified as phase 1, $347 million spent on COVID relief. And in 2021, citizens, guess how much? $11 million spent on COVID relief. In 2021, we have here published in newspapers. These were listings of persons for uncollected COVID-19 relief checks. And one was on 6th October 2021, 1,288 persons. And on 22nd November 2021, 531 persons. In 2021, these listings that I just show you popped out from nowhere after the ministry had been telling applicants that they have not been paid due to lack of releases. When I tell you, so Minister Cox and the PNM is telling all of us, citizens, that people have no money. They don't know where their next meal will come from. They don't know when next they can pay a utility bill, but they will leave their checks sitting in the ministry. We are calling on the minister to stop playing games when it comes to the hunger of our citizens. And let the citizens know you were waiting $23 million from Colin Burt, Minister of Finance, to pay grants. That's why persons have been left in wonderland as to when and if they would receive their income support and COVID-19 support. We are calling on the minister to come clear on uncollected checks and tell us how many more uncollected checks are you holding for 2020 at the ministry as it relates to COVID support, because something is not right. Citizens, can you believe in phase 2, only 1,158, a total of 1,158 persons received income support grants in this country? This is a shame and disgrace for the PNM. Thousands of persons were out of jobs effective May 1st, 2021. The minister came in the mid-year review for an additional $40 million, for which she specified will be used for persons affected effective May 1st, 2021, and can report to us in 2022, 1,158 persons received the income support grants. In the JSC for Social Services, almost every stakeholder reported no response on income support grants. $40 million, and landlords were asked to grant grace. $40 million, and this minister watched citizens being evicted from their apartments. Man, I tell you, that is service. That is achievement. What a shame. This is why, friends, Rowley and his wicked team must go. We must stand together and make sure they go. My friends, it's not done yet. I told you about the stop signs on anything that's helping our citizens, which now take me into the hold placed on green hampers provided by the Ministry of Agriculture. Many of you will know because many of you benefited from these green hampers. The Ministry of Agriculture supplied green hampers as COVID relief to citizens through MP offices during period May to December 2021. As an MP, I can say that my office would have complied and worked hand in hand with NAMDEVCO during this time, and I'm sure all of my colleagues would have done the same. In January 2022, as soon as we became aware of the suspension of food cards, then came the phone call and announcement of a hold on NAMDEVCO green hampers. These hampers have been of great help to those facing distress and those who are having difficulties in recovering from the Rowley regime's actions towards citizens. As MPs, we are able to help many families facing hunger without having to write a letter and wait for a response. Families were able to receive first-hand response through us without spending passage to run here, there, and everywhere to get support and be referred to as greedy. Today, we are calling on the Minister of Agriculture, Minister Rambarat, to resume the supply of NAMDEVCO green hampers to MPs to help those in need. My friends, we are calling on the minister, resume the supply of NAMDEVCO hampers to MPs to help those in need. My friends, as I conclude, I am saying to you, bit by bit, you are seeing the real side of each and every government minister. And you wonder, where is their compassion in service to people and country? All in the dark are coming to light. Imagine amidst all your hardships, Chairman of the PNM Women's League, Camille, have taken the PNM Women's League to tell us, women of Trinidad and Tobago, although food prices are rising, do not forget we have the purchasing power. This is how they think about you women. They are studying you have the purchasing power, but not that you have no money to purchase anything, but you have the purchasing power. This is why, my friends, you must stand up. I want to remind Minister Camille of articles in the newspaper where our women are standing with signage saying, "Help me with food. I need to feed my family." My friends, Let them know, stand up. Let them know, go for Clarence Jacob and leave your food cards alone. Keep letting them know that you are awaiting your grants. Let them know how the green baskets helped you at home. Let them know what you need to give you the purchasing power. Let them know that they are taking harsh measures against you, our citizens. I say to you, let them know that the power of your voting finger matters. Reject unfairness. Always remember, our political leader, Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, never failed you. I thank you. Long live our great party.
Everybody sing freedom, freedom. Everybody sing freedom. Man and woman sing freedom. Everybody